This is a good question about how do you teach your children about money and business and taking care of finances, as it were, money, if you're not giving them pocket money or if you're not paying them for things, and how do you teach them finance and skills in that regard? You see, what I think about that is that a child doesn't have to worry about SARS. No. And a child doesn't need to have the concerns of money matters until they're an adult and they have to. And they have to buy that car, and they have to pay the rent, and they have to buy the groceries, and now it's important. So just a little caution here to not be concerning yourself with teaching your children money matters before it's necessary. That's the one thing. Let their childhood be without the troubles and the money matters of the world. Okay, and then you've got a child like our daughter who was the little entrepreneur, and she had little hamsters, and she sold them, they bred, and she sold them to the pet shop. And so then this became an opportunity for us to have an opening balance, and for her to put what it's costing, and then the sale of the hamsters, and see, you know, and now we're teaching her money management when she was that age, and she was doing this little entrepreneur. And then she went from that to the next one, very, very interested in bookkeeping and everything in order. And she wanted to know about it, and so we could teach her when the time came. Then on the other hand, you've got others that are not interested in money or what it means or wow or what, and you realize that could be a weakness because they're going to have that understanding later on. So the way we've dealt with this is we deal with it as it arises. So then the training for that comes into place. I don't concern myself with teaching them a skill of something in childhood that they only need for their adult life when it's a functional skill. Character, I concern myself with. If I'm not teaching you to be patient now, it's going to be a problem for you when you're an adult. So I'm going to start training patience from as small as I possibly can, and attentiveness and obedience and all the characteristics that God requires us to have. That I will concern myself with. But when it comes to actual skills, applied skills, life skills that are not character, but practical life skills, such as our daughter did not have very many domestic skills, you know, trained, because she didn't do household chores. She didn't have many academic skills as well because of her learning struggles. And so when she got to that level where it started being right, I need to equip her for this now. This is what I need to be training and spending time in. It didn't become about the curriculum or getting the books finished. It became about preparing her for life. So that, with those particular life skills. So when it comes to the money and business, entrepreneurship is a really, really good way to instill and teach these lessons when they're of the right age. And you know, they're going to the fair and they're selling some stuff and they see it costs this much to make it and we sell it for that. That just happens naturally. I'm a big one for entrepreneurship, and I believe that the enormous amount of learning takes place when children are running little businesses.